Hey students, today we are going to begin with a new chapter from NCERT Class 6 History. It's a civics chapter titled as Panchayati Raj. In this chapter we are basically going to look into that what happens after people elect their representatives, how are decisions made in rural areas, what is Gram Sabha and what is Gram Panchayat. Now, in your rural settings in India, we have Panchayati Raj system, and this system of Panchayati Raj has two institutions at village level. First one is Gram Sabha and the other one is Gram Panchayat. Your Gram Panchayat includes Panchayat members who are called Panch. Now we are going to look into Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat individually in detail. So what do they mean? Gram Sabha means it's the area covered by a Panchayat. Now who are the people who are there in Gram Sabha? This is Gram Panchayat is going on over here in the picture. Now here are the people who are the members of Gram Sabha. So who are these people? So members of Gram Sabha are the people from the village only who are 18-year-old or more. That means they are adults and they have voting rights. All of them can vote. Now the member of Gram Sabha, all these members elect the Panch and the Sarpanch. And who is the Sarpanch? He is the Panchayat president. Now if you look into this picture, suppose this is a village which has been divided into 6 different wards. This is first ward, second ward, third ward, fourth ward, fifth ward, sixth ward. Now the people who are living in this ward will elect their Panch. Similarly, people living in this ward will elect their Panch, and likewise. So all these Panch plus the Sarpanch will collectively form the Gram Panchayat. Now each ward elects a representative who is known as ward member or Panch, and the Gram Sabha members elect a Sarpanch who is the Panchayat president. So Panchayat president only is the Sarpanch. Now this tenure for Gram Panchayat is for 5 years. It can happen that it actually depends on the strength of the villages. So if the strength is low, then 2 to 3 villages collectively can have one Gram Panchayat. And if the village size, number of people living in the village is very large, then one village also can have 2 Panchayat also. So that depends. Actually, the considering factor is of the strength of the people living in a village. Now, if you see in this activity, just tell me, there are blue triangles and red circles. Blue triangles show the people in a village who are below 18 years, and the red one shows people who are there in above 18 years old. So tell me, if there is a meeting of Gram Sabha, who out of these two will conduct? Of course, obviously, because the red one will be attending the Gram Sabha meeting because they are 18 or above, they are adults. And all the people of Gram Sabha, they take part in the meetings of Gram Panchayat, and they are collectively they take part in decision making process. Now let's sum up what is the difference between the two. We have done that it is the collection of all the adults who are living in a village. They are called Gram Sabha. People of Gram Sabha elect the representatives of the Gram Panchayat. Here who can vote 18 years or above, they all are the members of Gram Sabha and has the voting rights. Over here the village is divided into wards. The ward Panchayat member or Panch, they all are the members of Gram Panchayat. So it's a permanent body. Anyone who is 18 years or above is the member of Gram Sabha, and tenure for Gram Panchayat is for 5 years. After 5 years, the re-election take place. If the people are not happy with the work of previous Panchayat or the Panch, they can change it through election. Now this is actually about the functioning of Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat. This we are going to look into in the following slides. So here issues are raised in Gram Sabha. What issues are raised, that we are going to see, and how the issues are resolved by Gram Panchayat, this also we will see. Now this is very important, and it is very important from the senior classes, from your competitive exam also. So who is secretary? First of all, he is not elected like the Panch and Sarpanch are elected. Secretary is not elected. He is appointed by the government. Now, both Gram Panchayat and Gram Sabha, they have a common secretary. Now, there are certain duties of the secretary. He calls the meeting of Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat, and he keeps a record of the proceeding, like what happened in the meeting. So, he has a complete record of it. And one of the main function of Gram Sabha is to prevent the Gram Panchayat from doing wrong things, and the Gram Panchayat is also responsible for implementation of development programs for the villages. Now we are going to see this through an example given in. Now this is a story from your book. There's a village called Hardas village, which is on Suru river. The Suru river is 3 kilometers away from the village. Now a new panchayat has been formed, and the Gram Sabha member are attending the new panchayat meeting. There were different issues that were raised. So these are the issues that were raised by the in the panchayat. So repair of road that connects village to the highway, acute water supply in the village, list of people below poverty line, which is approved by the Gram Sabha. So here you can see how important is Gram Sabha, that in the meeting the approval for the list was taken by Gram Sabha. Now let's look at the water shortage issue that was discussed during the panchayat meeting. Now the hand pump water level in the village had gone very low, and women were traveling, were walking down to Suru river, which is 3 kilometers away from the village, to get the water for their household works. Now what was the suggestion that came up in the meeting? That pipe line from the water pipeline water from the river Suru should be made, and overhead tank should be made to the village, but it turned out to be very expensive, so it was turned down. Now there was one more suggestion, that we should deepen the hand pumps which are there in the village, and clean wells should be cleaned for the present season, but this is not a permanent solution. Now one of the member of Gram Sabha, he shared the idea of watershed management, which is a new and interesting idea which he had seen in the Maharashtra. Now, what is watershed management? Let's learn quickly about it. So, this is actually a way of refilling and conserving water. So, this is a way of conserving water, and water is recharged in the groundwater levels, recharge or refill. So, different provisions are being made, different things are being done, so that the groundwater level is increased. Now, what are the things that are being done? Trees are planted, check dams and tanks are built for conserving water. So, one of the Gram Sabha member who had seen this practice in the village of Maharashtra, he also shared that the government provides aid in terms of money to the villages to go for watershed management. So, the government is promoting watershed management in the villages. So what was the final decision that was taken up by the panchayat in the meeting? That for the current season, to solve the problem, to have some short-term solution, 2 hand pumps will be deepened and 1 well will be cleaned, so that the women are not required to go to Suru river, which is very tough because the river is 3 kilometers away. And for long-term solution, it was decided that they can go for watershed management, and they will be approving block development officer for the same. So the block development officer looks into the matter of this. So he is also a connect between the government and the village. Now, what is the role of Gram Sabha? So Gram Sabha is, of course, the representatives of Gram Sabha constitute the Gram Panchayat, and Gram Sabha is a key factor in making Gram Panchayat do its role and be responsible, act responsible. So it is actually a place where all plans for the work of Gram Panchayat are placed before the people and are discussed. Gram Sabha also prevents the panchayat from doing certain wrong things, from misusing their power. In terms of they prevent the panchayat from misusing their money or favoring certain people. It plays an eye. It plays a very important role in keeping an eye on the elected representative, that they are acting responsibly to the person who have elected them. And what are the functions of Gram Panchayat? It has to hold meeting regularly, it has to see that the development programs are implemented. He has to, the Gram Panchayat also sees that water sources are being maintained. If they need any repair, that is also being done. If they need new construction of water source, that also will done. That, like we have just discussed about the watershed management in the village, so that the village panchayat took decision. If the roads need repair, drainage, school buildings repair, or the new one, they look into the matter. They collect local taxes, plus they execute government schemes like generating employment. You must have heard of Manrega scheme. So what happened in during Manrega? So if there is some construction work being done in a rural area, so the laborers were taken up from that village only, so that the employment is generated. So these things are also being looked after by the Gram Panchayat. Now, how does the Gram Panchayat will work? Because to do anything, they need, funds are being needed. For everything, funds are needed. So how does Gram Panchayat raised their sources, their money? So the first one is they have the collection of taxes on houses and marketplace, etc., which is the local tax. Then the funds which are received through various schemes, through various government schemes. Government also aids, like in the example we just discussed, that for watershed management system, government gives money to the village to hold such schemes, which is for the welfare of people. Plus, if there's a rich man, they also give donation for community work, for opening schools or for making some roads. So this is again a way of raising money. Now, in Panchayati Raj system, it's a process through which people participate in their own government. There are three levels in the Panchayati Raj system. The first one at the village level is Gram Panchayat, which we have just discussed. At the block level, we have Panchayat Samiti, which is also called Janpad Panchayat. Then at district level, we have Jila Parishad, which is also called District Panchayat. Now we'll discuss all these three one by one. So Gram Panchayat, we've already discussed the primary or the first tier of governments in the Panchayati Raj. This is at the village level. It consists of Panchayat President and the members who are elected by the people through a general election. It can have one or more villages under it. One Gram Panchayat can have one or more villages under it. Now, Panchayat Samiti. After Gram Panchayat comes Panchayat Samiti at block level. So, many Gram Panchayat are part of Panchayat Samiti. Then we have Jila Parishad. All the development plans which are to take place, they are being made at district level and at Jila Parishad. It regulates the money distribution among all the Gram Panchayat. So the fund that has to be given by the government, this is being done by here, and Panchayat Samiti helps them. Now in our states, in different states in our country, if the panchayat has more than one village in it, so they need not meet collectively. Each village can hold the meeting for their own themselves. Now, keeping the social structure, because our country is very huge, very broad, which has different cultures in it. So keeping the economic and social individual structures of each states, this liberty has been given that the states can have their own laws with regard to panchayat, but it is strictly mentioned that the laws will be made under the guidelines of the constitution. So this also is one important factor that you should know. The second one is about, this is mentioned in your book about Nirmal Gram Puraskar. So this is actually to encourage the practice of sanitation in the rural areas. Those who are doing it, they are encouraged so that others also follow them. They can be presented as a model village. Now, this is given to different villages to promote the sanitation practices in the village set up in rural India by the government. Please do watch it again for better understanding, and if you like it, please like and share and subscribe. Thank you.